Welcome back to the Post Run Podcast. 3 miles, or 3.76 miles, 11:37 pace, 43 minutes, 41 seconds, 0.9 milliseconds. I did pretty good today. I did a 10-minute warm-up, which kind of turned into 15 minutes because I was trying to find the best hill in the area that I felt like would be the best to run up and down, since I had hill repeats, which was super great. Massive hill that I went up, or at least in my perspective. Did that, ran up it, ran down it, clocked the time, then decided that I was going to run up, clock the time, and come back down. I had 2 to 4 hill repeats, so I tried to make sure that I stayed best within that frame. The last one, I stayed up on the top of the hill like for a good amount of time because I was trying to get some footage. So I'm gonna let my coach know that. I think I was up there for like 5 minutes total, came back down, then started the timer, ran around for almost about 10 minutes. Workout was supposed to be 30 minutes, maybe slightly over. Went into 43 minutes, so 13 minutes over, but yeah, it was solid. I felt great. It was definitely hard to like get up the hill. Like I felt good, and then once I got towards the end, it was like a steeper incline, and I could feel it a bit in my chest and like my lungs and breathing and stuff. But that felt super great to be able to get out there. I'm super happy to be here. Got to visit with family yesterday. Got to see one of my best friends. Was talking to my cousin and my best friend Jay and Brian, and we were talking about trying to see if we can go to the UFC White House event. So we might try to make it out there if anybody likes the UFC and ends up going out there. Let me know. But yeah, it was super fun. Just got a great time hanging out with family. I think I'm gonna hang out with Jay again today. Might go to the mall, and then I head home tomorrow. So it all feels like it's gone by so fast, but I'm taking it with what it is. Everything got switched up, got drained, got tired last week, and ended up switching up workouts. So it's gonna be good to get home and be able to figure out like a more steady regimen. Just try to figure out what I'm gonna eat food wise. I am feeling acid reflux in my stomach a bit and my throat. I think it's because I had a bunch of buffalo chicken dip yesterday. It's so good, but I'm feeling it. So as much as I kind of like am upset that I'm leaving, I'm also super excited to get home and just get back on track, or rather get on track and start making more videos. Obviously you guys see these, but I want to make some more edited stuff, some stuff that looks super cool, and I want to make myself eat properly and sleep and get myself back on a regimen and just document that and start taking my ultra running training certification course. I got into my Bible a little bit more yesterday. Wasn't able to finish the whole thing, kind of started to drift off, but hopefully I'll be able to finish that up when I get home, because I'm literally like right by the house. I'll finish that up, maybe hang out with some family or get in the ultra running certification thing. I've got to wake up at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow. The flight leaves at 5:30, so I'm probably getting up at 2 or 3. So I'm probably gonna get to bed a bit sooner tonight than normal. And yeah, there's just so much going on. I really just want to get things going. I've got to get down my nutrition, as I've already talked to you guys about that before, but I ordered some stuff from Momentous. I don't want to like fully say like I support them right now because I've got to see how I like their stuff, but I ordered some stuff from Momentous. Yesterday I tried Tailwind for electrolytes because they have more carbs in them. I want to make sure that I'm eating the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, getting in my protein, and then start again reading the Bible, learning more about God, and trying to create my connection there. Take my ultra run certification stuff, and then posting like fun videos, some that are informational and some that are lifestyle. I'd really like for this to be my full-time income and to be able to do running stuff, hopefully build up some muscle, build up some weight, maybe do some jiu-jitsu stuff and try to get back to that. Right now I'm focused on the running aspect because I think that that's the thing that will keep me least injured and one of the things I'm most interested in. I do enjoy jiu-jitsu a lot, but I feel like I get banged up a lot there and my biceps and stuff, and it can cause a lot of rhabdo. Apparently running can too, as I'm learning through doing this, but I just really enjoy getting out and running, and it's something that I can do anywhere and everywhere, and it allows me to go and explore and see different areas. So that's my thought with that. But yeah, I get home, get my sleep regimen and get my eating regimen right, continue to read my Bible and focus my efforts there, and then continue to just do these post-run podcasts, try to make more videos, and get my ultra running certification. That's really where my head needs to be, and I've just got to stop doing other stuff, watching TV, focusing my energy elsewhere. I'm not saying to not watch any TV, but like that's where a lot of my time goes. So those are some things I want to work on. I don't even know if you guys are still listening to this, but the post-run podcast is really so that I get in the practice of uploading videos. As you guys can see, I'm trying to like upload videos a lot. I've got to get back to updating my stuff on Strava too and recording stuff, maybe journaling, but one thing at a time. This is to get in the practice of uploading videos and having conversations, and when I'm talking with you guys and kind of rambling on, I'm not like, and I've got to, and I like, it's, hey, I've got to do this, and when I do this, I'm going to get home. When I get home, I'm going to work on my sleep regimen. When I get home, I'm going to work on eating right. When I get home, I'm going to work on reading the Bible. When I get home, I'm going to work on my ultra running certifications. And on top of that, one of the most important things with all of that stuff, that laying the foundation, is then document it and post it out there so that this can become something that's full-time. So that this weekend when I was in New York City and I was trying to look out for William Gage, who did the trans con, ran across America, he then went to Chicago, and then Meg and Nathan and Chase and all of these people that I don't have no idea if you know, but really great content creators on Instagram. They seem like really great people too. I hope that's the case, but I hope to meet them and become friends with them and create more people in this journey that are uplifting. And I not only want to meet people on the endurance side that are doing crazy feats like David Goggins and James Lawrence and William Gage and Hercules and Nathan and these people that are doing like these things that are like way out there, but then and no diss to this, so I hope it doesn't come off that way, but Meg, and Chase over here too, Meg, who she runs like half marathons and marathons. She just did the Chicago Marathon with a lot of the other people that are over on like the more ultra endurance side. But Meg, and I think her name's Abby, who's also one of Meg's friends, so I think I got introduced through her content to Abby. And I'm trying to think of other people, but those are the two people, because honestly it just a ramble off my head. But most of the males that post stuff like don't really focus on like recovery a whole ton, or if they do, they don't really share that side. They just share the side of them like destroying their body, and then they post like a Whoop video and they're like, Whoop, track your sleep. But I don't feel like, I think William is probably like one of the guys that kind of shares a little bit more health stuff, but even with that, he shares like himself smoking and doing stuff that's like not super great. We all have their vices. For me, it's sugar. I eat it like uncontrollably. But I feel like Meg and Abby and them, they like document a lot of like their recovery stuff. So like they'll show themselves like stretching, cold plunge, sauna. When they're hurt, they share that they're hurt and they share the recovery process. It's not like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm gonna go run across. Oh, I'm hurt right now, I'm gonna go run a 100-mile ultra. I'm hurt right now, I'm gonna go run across the state or run across the country. So it's kind of cool to like, I feel like I kind of want to be the balance of both, of like okay, I have to give stuff up because I'm not feeling well. The one thing I will say that's super cool, that's super vulnerable, is that people do share, like when they're not able to do stuff. Like Chase shared when he hurt himself and he's not able to do stuff. I feel like Chase does share some recovery stuff. There's a guy named, he shares a good amount of recovery stuff. There's a guy named Brock who recently DNF'd at a race. I think it was, he said like his lungs filled up with stuff and he shared that. So I do think it's super great and awesome that these guys are vulnerable enough to post when they DNF and stuff and share what's going on, so that people want to push themselves to the limit, like David Goggins. And I think that that's great. I think that there's a time where like you go through pain for a purpose, but purposeless pain is just masochism. And so I think it's great that they're willing to share what they're going through and not kill themselves, because ultimately the whole reason why we do this, I feel, or at least for myself, is to push my body to the limit, but also become a stronger version of myself. And if I did the race this weekend, reflecting on it, originally I was supposed to do my Virginia 100-mile ultra this weekend, and I ended up canceling it 4 weeks out, as you guys know. And I ended up canceling it because I didn't feel like I was ready. And I still today, or yesterday, I was feeling stuff in my arm. Like, I am not doing what I need to be doing. I'm not sleeping right. I'm not fueling myself properly. I'm not hydrating myself. And I'm just not taking the disciplines outside of running seriously, and I need to do that. And I've been kind of pushing it off. Some of it's been money, but other of it's been laziness. And I finally have like the money to order certain things that I feel like would help. And I've ordered those things, and now I've got to take my part and do the discipline part, which is going to bed on time and then eating 3 meals a day with my proper protein, hitting the carbs, fueling myself during my run. So start buying hydration stuff and carbs to fill myself during the runs and do the things that I need to do. So, but the whole point of this is to not only push my body to the limit, but do it in a way that is the healthiest version possible to show and push my limit and not kill myself, and show people, hey, you can do this without killing yourself, without being masochistic. There's a purpose for pain. And if there's not a purpose for your pain, then I don't know why you're doing this. Me personally, I don't get why you would want to torture yourself that way. But I see how people think what I'm doing could be like considered almost torture to your body. But I want to push my body to the limits, but I also want to show that, hey, guess what, I did it and I feel good. And I think that this part of me, I've got to share more, but like the part of me where like I'm not doing the things that I need to do and how I feel like shit. I felt better during the Ironman. And so I need to share this part to show like, hey, I'm just like anybody else out there. This hurts, this feels bad, it doesn't feel good when I'm not fueling myself properly. But when you do fuel yourself properly, when you go through this stuff, that you can push your body to the limit and you can do things that you wouldn't even think are possible. I'm normal just like everybody else, and I feel like everybody knows that right now. But as things pick up, as the things that I want to do grow and the feats get bigger and bigger, people are going to say that I'm crazy and that nobody normal could do that. I like to downplay my stuff, I feel like, and not in like a negative way. I want people to feel like they're able to do it too, and that it's just really if they decide that that's something that they want to do. And what I'm doing is not for everybody, but I hope everybody finds the thing that they're willing to do this type of stuff for. And I've got to get better with that myself, become healthier myself, and I want to do this for my children so that one day my autobiography is like David Goggins meets Forrest Gump, where I do all these crazy endurance feats and people look at me like, you did all of that in your lifetime? That's insane. So just sharing today, reflecting on my run and how I should have been doing the Virginia Trail Running Festival 2 days ago and did my first 100-miler, but I didn't do what I needed to do. I didn't do my sleep, my hydration, my nutrition, and I'm still not doing that now. I ordered all my stuff, and when I get back home, that's number one. And then post that stuff. That's number two, because I want this to become full-time. But number one is take care of yourself. Number two is try to make it into a lifestyle. So thank you guys. Be who you want to become in order to become who you want to be. This is a long ass video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys not tomorrow but the next day. I've got strength training too, so I've got to figure out how to do that with the stuff that I have around here. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.